everyone, in this video I'll be giving you a demonstration of how to install and set up the Luxor WordPress theme by MicroThemes. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So you'll notice here that I currently have a fresh install of WordPress. Let me just go back to the home page. Okay, so I have a fresh install of WordPress. We are currently working with WordPress version 4.71 as of January 14th, 2017. If I jump to the front end, you'll notice that currently a default WordPress theme is installed and activated. It is, I do recommend installing the theme on a fresh install of WordPress. It's not, it's not required, but I would recommend it. So I'm just going to jump back to the back end, and the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to locate the zip file and install it. So I'm going to go to Appearance Themes. I'm going to select Add New. I'm going to select Upload Theme. I'm going to select Browse, and I'm going to jump to my desktop. Okay, why isn't it loading? Desktop, Luxor Real Estate Theme Package, luxor-theme.zip. That's the file we're going to want to install. I'm going to select Press Now or Install Now. It might take about 15 or 20 seconds to install a theme. It all depends on how fast your server is configured and and certain other parameters. But okay, so now we have it installed. I'm going to activate the theme. Okay, so we now have Luxor installed. Latest version is version 1.12 as of January 14th, 2017. I'm just going to jump to the front end just to show you exactly what you're going to see. Excuse me. Exactly what you're going to see after you install the theme. Okay, so this is pretty much what you're going to see right off the bat. It's pretty much just a bare bones layout of the theme. If you see this and you start freaking out, don't worry, because this is perfectly normal. We haven't imported any of the demo content yet or anything like that, so this is pretty much all you're going to see as soon as you install the theme. Okay, so for the next step, before we import the demo content, we're going to want to install all of the required plugins. So you'll notice here that when you install the theme, you're going to get a notice along the top of the page. This theme requires the following plugins. So I'm just going to select Begin Installing Plugins. Alright, now on the plugins page, I want to select the plugin button up here, the plugin option right at the top. This is going to select all of the plugins on the list. And under bulk actions, I'm going to select Install, and I'm going to select Apply. So this will install all of the plugins in one shot, so it's nice and fast. Okay, so all the plugins have been successfully installed. I'm going to return to the required plugins installer page. Now we need to activate all the plugins. So again, I'm going to select the plugin option up here. This is going to select all the plugins on the list. Under bulk actions, I'm going to select Activate, and then I'm going to select Apply. And this is going to activate all the plugins in one shot. So I'm just going to return to the plugins page here. Redirecting me to a Visual Composer page. You can ignore this. Let's just go back to installed plugins. If you see any plugins on the list that need to be updated, you can go ahead and update it at at this time. So I'm going to select Update Now. Okay, so all the plugins now are up to date. Okay, so the next step we're going to want to do is we're going to want to import all the demo content. So now we're going to use the one-click demo importer. So to access that, we're going to go to Luxor Options right at the top here, and we're going to go all the way down to Demo Importer. Okay, so here's our Demo Importer option, and we're just going to select Import Demo. I'm going to select OK. And so now all of the demo content is now being imported. Okay, so you'll see here that our demo data has now been imported. And if I hover over the Import Demo tool here, you'll see here it now says re-import. So that means that everything has been properly imported. I'm just going to quickly jump back to the front end just to show you that we're now going to have some content populated on the page. Okay, so we have our slider in place. So our Redux options have been imported, and we have our news post now appearing. Okay, so at this point we are looking good. I'm going to jump back to the back end. I'm going to go to Appearance Customize. So now we're going to be working in the Customizer area. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to import the Customizer options. So I'm going to select Export Import. I'm going to select the Import button here, Browse. I'm going to go to Setup Files, Theme Customizer Settings, Luxor Theme Export Data, Open. I'm going to check off Download and Import Image Files, and I'm going to select Import. Okay, so we've now imported all of the Customizer options. So what we're going to want to do now is we're just going to quickly assign our menus. So we're going to go to Menus, we're going to go to Menu Locations, we're going to select our main menu, and we're going to assign our footer menu. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to assign our home page, static page. We're going to select home page VC. This is our Visual Composer page. Okay, so you'll see here that our page is now set up. And everything is looking pretty good. So I'm going to select Save and Publish. I'm going to exit the Customizer area. I'm going to jump back to the front end. I'm going to press Refresh. And there you have it. Everything is now set up and properly configured. One thing I would recommend at this point is to change your permalinks. So I'm just going to quickly do that here. Settings, permalinks. And set it to post name. Okay, it's going to jump back to the front end. Okay, so now we get clean URLs when we select our pages. So I'm just going to select the properties page here. Okay, so you'll see here that we're getting a nice clean URL. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you set up and install the Luxor theme to match our demo site. If you have any questions, head on over to microthemes.ca. If you have an account, leave your questions on our support forums. If you don't have an account, if you're not a customer and you're interested in purchasing our theme, you can use our pre-sale questions form to send us your questions. Or if you're a marketplace customer like ThemeForest or Mojo Marketplace, feel free to post a comment if you have any questions. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you set up the Luxor theme. Shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes to set everything up. And again, if you have any questions, shoot us your questions and we'd be more than happy to answer them. That's about it. Thanks for watching.